Hello, I'm Mr. Plumb. We are Plumb and Plumber. It's another weekend. Get in. Roll title. Oh, you caught me having a slurp. Right. So, it's been a busy week in Plumland. So, some of you know I took last week off to use up some leave, and I got quite productive. It's a really good week in terms of trying to teach my... You hear that? Rain! Shut it! Yeah, teaching myself to weld. So I spent a good few days doing some butt welding and some plug welding. I didn't do any butt plug welding though. No, that's for another day. So yeah, I'm getting quite handy now. Shut it! I'm getting quite handy now with the welder. So once I've got my knack done, get down, I'll then start working on the car. So yeah, so other things I've been doing is doing some more components and painting. So if you look at this picture, this is what the trailing arm and the axle used to look like. Now, the one I've ground down is now thank you. Right, one I've ground down is now got Hammerite red oxide primer on it. That's good to go for a top coat. That is the near side one. Now, I've painted this one as well. So this is the offside one. And that is what we're trying to achieve. Look at that. That's Hammerite, believe it or not. That is not powder coat. Look how well that comes up. So, yeah, I've got to find a way now to protect that when it's under the car. So, let's put that one down there. And the other one I did, of course, as you would have seen on some posts, is the subframe. That, again, is paint. That is not powder coat. Look how well that comes out. That's all in the preparation. It's all about the prep. That's what Mr. Plumb does. So, yeah, so that was the POR 15 anti-rust corrosion inhibitor, which is that thing up there, and then you go over it again, give it dry, make sure you get a nice zinc oxide layer across it, then Hammerite red oxide anti-rust primer, and then 2 or 3 top coats of the black smooth. Now, I am not going to go through this bit by bit, part by part. I will be setting up the Plumb Academy for you to learn all this stuff. So it's all the preparation, and yeah, so it's a good productive week. Learned a lot, made a few mistakes, but that's how you learn. That person who never made a mistake never made anything. Well, I think so anyway. So yeah, so that's where we are. Another coat of paint on this. I've also done the springs as well, did them again. So they've had another coat of Hammerite smooth. And that's all going to happen now. So as you've seen in the photographs, how bad these parts were when they first came out. When I first took them off the car. So, especially the subframe, that was all not rotted, but rusty. So that's all now. There's not a speck of rust on any one of these components which I've redone. Next one up is the diff. That's going to get the treatment. I'm not sure whether I'm actually going to take that apart. It's quite detailed inside, all the cogs and everything. So I roughly know what to do, but I only need to take the back plate off because I need to get the bush out the diff and diff housing, pressing the new bush, and you can't really do that once it's connected to the diff. You've got to have it separate. So that's going to be next for the treatment. And then I'll start doing the drive shafts then, or the drive shafts, yes. So yeah, the other thing I managed to do yesterday, in between the rain, is cut the grass. So I had a word, I said, stop it for 20 minutes. So it did. So I stopped, cut the grass, and I said, right, you may now carry on. And it pissed it down for about another 4 hours. So that's where we are. I am Mr. Plumb. We are Plumb and Plumber. And I do things the way I do because I don't know what I'm doing. And I shall see you working on that stuff.